All right, Jay Stan here, October 4th, 2012, and I'm just making the theory, that Americans care more about football and sports in general than they care about their own freedom. They care about their own country. They care about their own countrymen. And they care about anything. And the reason why I'm making this theory is let's just look at the facts. Several years ago, when Tebow was playing for Florida, for the Florida Gators, I looked into getting season tickets for the Florida Gators. And it was about $20,000. And the seats were, not even that great. But 20,000, I can only imagine what really good seats would cost. But it's the same way, Florida, is a little more, and there are cheaper ones, Florida's a little high, but still, these NFL games, people are spending hundreds of dollars, if not, thousands for season tickets, and just to go to one game might cost you several hundred for a ticket, especially if it's a playoff or something. So these, and you look at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This whole nation revolves around football. When you're in high school, it's the football players who are admired the most. When college, no different. NFL, these people are superstars. So our culture has embraced this celebrity because people can throw a ball or run a ball or block or do something like that. People have made these people superstars, which I respect football. I appreciate it. It is fun to watch, but I'm not, I keep it in perspective. I don't make it the most important thing in my life, but the whole point I'm trying to make is people spend all this money for football games. People spend all this money, all this time. People watch games all day, Saturday, Sunday. You look at all these stadiums, almost every one is sold out, or close to it. Look at these NFL games, 50, 60, 70,000 people. Look at these college stadiums. Some of them are up in the hundreds of thousands, and they're all sold out. And look at all that money and all that time. And then the ratings on TV. I mean, if you're not at the game, you're probably watching the game. And then when, you look at things people should be protesting, like Henry Kissinger or Rockefeller or Rothschild or some of these people that are worse than Osama bin Laden, nobody's protesting these people. Nobody's protesting gas being close to $4 a gallon. Nobody's caring that, the economy's falling apart. Nobody cares that Rockefeller wrote in his book he wants to systematically destroy America. Nobody cares that there's so much going on in the country and things are, we're sending all our jobs overseas, and nobody protests that. But just look at the NFL. If a referee makes a bad call, like in the Green Bay game a couple weeks ago, Green Bay, Seattle, and the referee makes a bad call, all of a sudden everybody raises hell. Everybody's arguing, Twitter's blowing up, Facebook's blowing up, internet's blowing up. That's all you hear. You go out in public, that's all people are talking about. But yet when these criminals control the Federal Reserve and our money supply and control wars and kill people and create all this insanity in the world, nobody seems to give a crap about that. And that just lets me know people care more about football than they care about freedom, than they care about their own lives, than they care about their own future of their country, than they care about anything. And I'm just asking people, please get your priorities straight. We are in a lot of trouble. And God bless us, we can get through this. But people have to wake up. People have to put their priorities important. People have to get things in order. And it's not to say you're wrong if you go to a football game or anything like that. It's cool to have fun. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're a bad person for supporting teams or whatever. But I'm just saying support your country too. You can do both. You can go to the football game and on the next day have a protest. You can go to a football game, next day make a video, do something. Help your countrymen out. Help you. These times are critical. And if we can get upset at a referee, if we can get upset at a player or talk about Tony Romo all day, or talk about the Jets all day, or whatever the case may be, we should be able to talk about the corruption. We should be able to talk about our jobs being sent overseas. We should be able to talk about, we should get fired up about things that are affecting people's lives and people's futures just as much as football, if not more. And so, it's just a message to just get your priorities straight. And we're all guilty. We're all sinners. But we can repent. We can be forgiven. And we can move on. And we can be better. I expect more of Americans than this. If you can name every football player and every position and every, who's going to win this and who's going to, do all this, then why can't you name some of our senators? Why can't you name our congressmen? And that's what Americans need to get their priorities straight. It's fun to have fun, but take care of your work as well. Take care of your future, your generations. Don't let these criminals destroy our country and put it in our face that they're destroying our country. Write it in their books that they're destroying us. Stand up to them. God bless you all. And we're all going to get through this.